Welcome to your daily message. I have here the Empress, and she's together with the Ten of Pentacles. Somebody, maybe it's you, are in the energy that you're supposed to be in. There is no gender in tarot, so this could just as easily be someone who identifies as masculine as it could be as someone who identifies as non-binary or feminine. But in this regard, you are in the mindset of creating something beautiful, of feeling compassion for yourself, for others, for taking action in the direction that you need to in order to honor yourself, your guides, your ancestors, and the universe. And also, you take no shit from anyone. Just because she's seated, just because she's pregnant, does not mean that she doesn't defend herself from those who would take advantage of her. And I see you being richly rewarded, if not now, then in the future. You have ended something that needed to be ended. That doesn't mean that it wasn't tough to end this, but right now, you should be in a state of getting downloads from the universe, from your ancestors and your guides, because they have some really important things to tell you about this harvest that you're going to have coming in. Okay? In order to get this Ten of Pentacles right here, you're going to need to do the work, do the labor to bring all that good stuff in. And by the way, the Seven of Pentacles lands on top of the Empress in my particular spread, okay? So right now, hang back and get downloads from the universe first before you move forward with your harvest. You're being rewarded because you chose to walk away from a situation that you needed to walk away from. The figure in this card has the ability to turn back around because there is so emotional attachment to those cups. They're upright. They are not spilled over. Also, the moon here suggests that perhaps this figure is not seeing things clearly. And if they were to see things more clearly, they might choose to walk away, or they might choose to turn around and go back for those cups. I don't see you going back for those cups. I see you as seeing clearly why you should leave and how you're going to do it, I hope, okay? You have the Four of Cups. It lands on top of death. Passing up an opportunity. You are walking away permanently, passing up an opportunity that this King of Swords has offered here. It's possible that this King of Swords is upset that you've left and is saying, I'm sorry, baby, we can make things work together, or something along those lines. Perhaps this is a job situation that is asking you to come back because they need you so badly, right? Because the King of Swords is in reverse in this case, this is someone who can be cruel with his words and has no gender in tarot, right? But this is someone who has no problem taking action on what it is that they say. And often they can be cruel and cutting with their words, and there is the potential for them to be physically violent with that fire energy that we associate with the kings. You have the Page of Cups here, a new emotional opportunity. You have a message, so to speak, coming in, bringing you hope for an opportunity for a new emotional beginning or a new emotional adventure. This lands on top of the Empress and on top of the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So the Empress will be eventually bringing in her harvest, releasing some kind of creative output, and as a result, she's going to get some cool new results. Not just that cool harvest, but something emotional. Maybe a baby, maybe a new love relationship, and if it's not romantic, this might be a new best friend. This might be chosen family coming in for you. This might be you joining a community that you really identify with and they love having you around. Now, it's interesting that I said moon earlier. This lands on top of the Ten of Pentacles and on top of the Eight of Pentacles, and here we've got the moon featuring in both of these cards. This is about you. Here we go. Not always seeing clearly if it's in the upright position. But here, you might be confused on how to move forward when it comes to this new love relationship or this new emotional opportunity, possibly because this King of Swords in reverse has told you you're ugly, you're stupid, you're never going to be able to live without me. And right now, he's not saying that right now, because I see with the Four of Cups that he's trying to offer something of value, and you're saying, fuck no. No way in hell am I going back to you, and good for you, okay? Defend yourself in the energy of the Empress. Have compassion for yourself first, and when you can do that, you can give compassion to others. This King of Swords does not deserve your compassion, does not deserve your love. Instead, use your intuition coming from those 3 cups in the corner to say, you're not offering me anything I want. I've already gotten all the emotional shit from you that I can handle, and they're sitting up there. You remember them. There we go. Point over here. You remember what it felt like to hold those cups and drink from them, because this King of Swords treated you like shit, treated you like garbage. You know perfectly well what those cups feel like, and you're not interested in having any more of his emotional shit. Garbage. Looky there. I wondered if this card wasn't going to come up after I saw the 7 of Pentacles. With the 8 of Pentacles, you are working on the skills that it takes to say, no thank you. This stops. The buck stops with me, basically. These cards all land on top of each other. There we go. This is how they appear in my spread. Hold it back so you can see them. You're working on this. Because you chose to stand up for yourself and stand in your power as the Empress, you're practicing this. This will come in handy later on. It's a skill set that you need to have so that other people, other situations, other communities don't take advantage of you, so that you can properly defend yourself. Right? Well, let's take a look at your bottom of the deck. Somebody's celebrating, and I think it's your guides. Your guides, your ancestors, the universe are celebrating like hell, and you need to be in a place mentally, emotionally for you to join them. Maybe have a private celebration just with yourself if you don't have anyone in your life who is willing to celebrate with you. If you do have people in your life who would love to hang out and celebrate you becoming free of the situation, then you should do something cool. Maybe, I don't know, have a self-care day. Go out to a spa, go out for a massage together, go out for dinner afterward. Have some fun. Maybe it's a little bit of a shopping trip. Maybe some new clothes for you or something like that. The Hierophant is guiding you through a tower moment, and there might not be more tower moments in the future quite like this. There will always, of course, as long as we're alive, be times when we need to flatten out a building, a monument that we've had in our lives to something that no longer serves us. Sometimes the foundation to something needs to be raised. R-A-Z-E-D, okay? Sometimes a foundation needs to be destroyed in order for a new foundation, a better foundation to be built, a stronger one, so that a new building, a new monument can be built on top. But be sure to thank your guides while you're celebrating. Don't just party on and celebrate the end of this era. Celebrate your status as the Empress. Be sure to thank them. And perhaps give them offerings. Maybe make not a sacrifice, but when I say sacrifice, sometimes a guide will ask for some tea leaves to be spread out on the ground. Maybe it's burning an article of clothing that you associate with this King of Swords in reverse. If it was a career that treated you badly and you're finally free of that awful job, maybe burn an article of clothing that you associate with that job, for instance. And those are just suggestions. If you're going to burn stuff, burn safely. I gotta say that. But somehow say thank you and ask your guides what you can do in order to show how thankful you are. And it might be as simple as they saying, live a good life to spite this King of Swords in reverse. Live your best life in order to spite them. And hey, maybe that's taking a vacation. I don't know why that popped into my head, but maybe that's something that some of you want to do. Maybe you want to take a vacation to Bali or someplace sexy like that. But be sure to thank them for having taken you through this tower moment, because guaranteed they were there. And if you're listening to their messages, if you are in this hanged man energy where you are getting downloads from the universe, you're getting messages while you stay put and just listen, then yeah, especially you're going to want to thank them, because it was some degree of work for them too. Even the gods do a little bit of work for us, so you need to thank them. I wish you the very best recovery after all you've been through. Take care.